This is Ahmed Kattawi speaking from Gaza, Palestine. Today we are starting Shakespeare-in-Gaza event and it is an honor to talk about Shakespeare. We decided to ask a few participants some of the questions regarding Shakespeare and this is what they said. Let's go and see. Shakespeare is taught on a large scale at schools nowadays. What does Shakespeare mean to you?
To me, Shakespeare means literature. I feel like he created a whole new literature, a timeless one that means something different and new to each generation. Shakespeare means having fun and knowledge at the same time. It expands my critical thinking and it even teaches me how to deal with people in this ambiguous world. In one line, Shakespeare is the real definition of talent and the source of inspiration.
Shakespeare is more than just a playwright. To me, whenever I read his words, I feel that I'm truly living his happiness, joy, sorrow, sadness, and emotions.
Shakespeare has been regarded as the soul of the age. If you had to describe him in 3 words, what would you say?
Amazing, brilliant, and realistic.
Great, professional, inspiring.
He's the greatest and the most famous yet mysterious writer ever.
What is your famous line from Shakespeare?
It is from Hamlet, to be or not to be, because it resembles our life in a huge way.
I am not what I am. It's from Othello because it evokes us to think of ourselves in particular and the human nature and psychology in general. It also sheds light on the fluctuation of our moods, the way we think, feel, and even behave.
Obviously, Hamlet was a student at the University of Wittenberg, which means he was a bit young. Let's play this out. If Hamlet was a graduate from IUG, like he had his graduation ceremony and everything, you think he will be able to find a job in Gaza?
One way or another, Hamlet will absolutely find a job here in Gaza and survive. I mean, if you thought about it, he was described in Shakespeare's play as a person who was betrayed and spied on, so which makes it much easier for an employer to hire him with such a low salary. In addition, he was English, which makes an extra privilege for any job requiring English language skills.
Although getting a job is a basic right, I think Hamlet will not get it easily. Here in Gaza, in order to get a specific job, he should have a wide range of experience in his field. And employers don't employ fresh graduates mostly. So to reach the required level of experience, it will take more time. He's not gonna be the prince for sure, and even if he had a job, he'd quit it. However, as a thinker who accepts to deal with life on its own terms, Hamlet will start his own business in Gaza.
Well, unemployment high rate in Gaza is very challenging, yet with determination and skill, I think one can get a job. And Hamlet, with his poetic and dramatic skills, he can get a job in Gaza. Employment is a game and it has to be well played, and Hamlet is a skillful player.
You must have seen the Globe Theatre through the internet, a huge piece of art I would say. How often theatre is thought of in Gaza?
I'm pretty sure that they respect acting. We have Palestinian-made films and series. Gazans are supportive. They support these artistic works even though they are not that sophisticated. You have Al-Mishal Theatre as a living proof where most of the plays are performed there.
Theater and acting are still paving their ways in Gaza, yet acting, I've seen some plays acted, directed and written by Gazans, which shows that acting does have a chance to survive here in Gaza, and performed arts do, in all means, do serve a meaningful purpose, and they do have significance to them.
It is true I'm one of the few people who appreciate this art, but I'm not sure all Gazans share the same interests as I do. It is beautiful art and should be appreciated at all times.
If you were a teacher, how would you teach Shakespeare?
Of course, I would go for the practical ways since they have a long-term effect on students. I think literature, especially drama, cannot be taught only by reading novels, analyzing it, and that's it. It would be better to bring a theater to a class and let every student have a role.
I think the best way to teach Shakespeare's plays is the theater and playing roles. The traditional way of just reading and analyzing is not working anymore. We need to live the situation and to bring all the characters alive.
I would ask the students to read the story from a different character's point of view. For example, if we heard the story of Hamlet from his uncle's point of view, we might find out that his uncle was the good person, not Hamlet.
If I had the chance to teach people about Shakespearean works, I would definitely go for the music, acting, or any other method that makes them love Shakespeare other than traditional boring ones.
Have you ever met a Hamlet, Othello, Romeo or Juliet before in Gaza?
Yes, actually, I met Hamlet 2 years ago in the annual show for talented students held at the Islamic University of Gaza. It was performed by our colleague Ahmed Al-Qattawi, and Hamlet was a rapper. He told the audience his story by singing rap.
I've met a Romeo and a Juliet. They were two young lovers. They had a shot at meeting secretly, exchanging letters and all. However, their families opposed their relationship, and now each is married to a different person, unhappily married to a different person. And while Romeo and Juliet literally died, these two died too figuratively.
Well, no, I haven't, and actually I'm not waiting to meet any. The point of literature is to be your own version of each character. I'm my own version of Othello, making sure to be honored by a successful profession, not by a skin color. And I'm my own version of Hamlet, being as patient as I can, and I'm my own version of Juliet, insisting on being faithful to the last.
It goes without saying, this is the end of our journey today here in Gaza. We really thank you very much for listening to our stories and experiences regarding Shakespeare. Shakespeare-in-Gaza has been really amazing. The participants showed a great lot of enthusiasm and passion to Shakespeare. And finally, we'd like to thank Isdar Elliott for organizing the whole thing, and also the students of London. So thank you very much.